Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. In today's video we're going to be trying out the brand new LR HELBRAM on SKOLL and HATI, which I think is the best demonic beast to try out a new fairy team on, only because I don't know why every other demonic beast just doesn't feel like they showcase them as well, but I feel like SKOLL and HATI is one of the ones where it showcases them quite nicely. You know, you've got debuff cleanse, all that kind of stuff, good damage, good support, and yeah, we've got this team here. So for gear, let's go over gear first. So HP defense, attack crit. So I had to write Lance attack crit because why not? You know, just give him a little bit of chance, because now we've got HELBRAM who boosts attack related stats. There's a chance he might actually be able to crit. And talking about attack related stats, I'm probably going to give him Roxy Link. Let's just give him Roxy Link. I hit enter. No, yeah. I missed it apparently. Okay, that's Roxy with attack crit. There we go, so we get a nice attack related stat boost. Yes, my Roxy is not 6'6", so it'll only be, I believe, like a 9% attack related stat boost, but that's still quite decent anyway. So the reason I've gone for Beta over Alpha is solely because Beta has a cleanse skill, which could actually be pretty useful, especially if we get into any dire situations, as well as she has passive heal. She has also providing base stats, which does provide a little bit more bulk to the team. She also has ult control as well, and her buff that she provides for the first, I think, 2 turns is quite decent. It's quite a decent buff. And for the card set, we are running the anti-freeze card set, which is the normal dogs card set you would normally run in. Anyway, let's get on with it. Here we are, on to floor 1 dogs. Should be quite easy. Of course, sadly, we don't have any way to remove stance, which is a little bit scary, just in case we do end up accidentally stalling for too long. I mean, I doubt we will. This team is got a lot of attack. We should actually be able to see here. What is their attack turn 1? 84,000 attack turn 1. That's by playing no skills. Yeah, okay, I was smart giving HELBRAM Red Tomio, because he has the lowest health. Even though he is the most recent LR, my Red HELBRAM does not have HP he doesn't have UR gear, he's got perfect SSR gear. That is just engraved, so it was the SR gear we got for free, and I just engraved it. Because I never thought they would actually make an LR HELBRAM, I'm not going to lie to you. Never thought they would actually make an LR HELBRAM, but they did. So I probably will end up investing in some half-decent gear for him. Just not at the moment. Actually, I probably still can at the moment. I might after this video. Why not? Depends on how useful he really is. Like, yes, I do see some uses for him, but am I really going to use him in geared? Because if you can use him in ungeared, it's fine, right? You don't need gear. We are patiencing because we are quite bulky. But yeah. Oh, look, that needle effect actually applies on Demonic Beast, which lowers his HP. That's actually kind of cool. It sort of feels like Sigurd's passive a little bit, because Sigurd's passive does that as well. That's really cool, honestly. I was not expecting that to work. I don't really want to waste the King of the Anne AoE. I kind of want to showcase it at the very end. Yeah, we'll just waste the Lance AoE. Just buff up a few times. I'm pretty sure we do get defense related stat boost every time we play this skill. I believe it's 15% up to 3 times, so we can get up to 45% defense related stat boost, which is pretty handy. It's not bad. Okay, I was not expecting 199k from HELBRAM. The thing is, he did get, once again, a buff, and once again it's an LR, so of course he got a buff. But the damage that the damage increase he's obtained, I guess, from it isn't really doesn't really feel too impactful. I don't know why. Of course, my guess is they just want to make a support LR, which, you know, is fair enough. People who don't have Beta don't really have a good support character. Yes, it would be a HELBRAM, but, you know, HELBRAM's got such horrendous CC. That's really good damage. That wouldn't really be worth it. That's really good damage, honestly. It's kind of a shock. Shock to the system. Okay, now I'm going to use my 1/6 King of the Anno, and let's see who goes missing. Let's see, can I kill both of them with 1 ult? What's our stats looking like now? Well, attack's actually lower. Where'd our attack go? Something's eating our attack. One of these things are eating the attack. I don't know who it is, but one of them is. Hey, it doesn't matter anyway, they're dead. Actually, I'll try HELBRAM's ult. This is their showcase. I know King of the Anne are really going to be the damage dealers, but I want to see his damage. Okay, that's more like it. 7 million 1/6. Not bad. Honestly, not bad. HELBRAM's damage is a little bit underwhelming once again. His ult is more of a supporting ult. It does cleanse you. It does also remove buffs and stances off the enemy. So you'd be popping that first anyway, and then you'd be popping the King of the Anne afterwards. But generally the damage wasn't too bad. It's actually quite a shock how good the damage was. Once again, the later floors, I think, will really show off if that damage was just a one-time thing, or that was sort of the max of his damage. But anyway, on to floor 2 now. Here we are, now on to floor 2. Should hopefully be quite easy. I'm still going to do what I did last time. I don't mind wasting all my old gauge removal skills, because it's not really ever going to be an issue. I'll just waste all of these. Just like this. The only thing about also running King of the Ants, I've got another way to cleanse, so I have 2 ways to cleanse with this team, which is really handy. Helping his damage isn't bad. Well, all of a sudden the game just sounds really quiet for me, but on the video it doesn't look too bad, which is fine. Okay, no, it doesn't sound quiet for me, I'm just being stupid. They're targeting King of the Ant all the time, which is completely fine with me, to be honest. We can now... we waste this. I'm going to cleanse first. Then do this, then Lance. Because Lance will do a lot of damage. Because he's also going to hit the inactive dog as well, which doesn't have a damage count. So, boop. That may actually be the new damage count. We'll find out here. No, we won't. Yeah, 1.3 million Lance AoE, by the way. Kinda crazy. I love when they do this with some characters, because it makes the rest of the team feel a lot more impactful. And attack-related stat boost is really what Fairies needed. They had the characters, they basically had the whole team ready. The only thing they needed was this boost, was some way to boost their attack-related stats so they can crit more, because that was their problem. Especially with characters like Lance, he could do the damage, but he just really needed to crit. And this 28% boost plus the Roxy boost really does help. Of course, you know, he's going to miss a crit every now and again anyway, but there's nothing you can do about that. That's just how characters work sometimes. They don't always hit every crit. Here we go. Now this is time to nuke it. We are... okay. They do a little bit of damage to debuffed enemies. That is fine. We're going to cleanse. The entire team gets cleanse as well. I wonder if we can just kill everything with just this setup. Damage cap's 33%. King of the Ant can do 33% every single time. Yeah, this damage is kind of crazy. Ooh, can Lance finish the job? With ease, yeah. This is actually a pretty good team. I'm not gonna lie, if you don't have Tonar, but you have this team may be the way to go. It's just so consistent. That damage was so consistent. I know, once again, there's a little bit of RNG, you know, of course you need to have everyone's AoE skills, but in theory you could lower that amount by as long as you had Lance's ult, as long as you have King of the Ant's ult. All you need then is 2 AoE skills instead of the 3 I had to get just then anyway. But now on to floor 3. Here we are, now on to floor 3, the final floor of dogs currently, because I have a slight suspicion that we may get floor 4 of dogs soon. I don't know why. Even though floor 4 of deer is an absolute ball ache still. I see them making, you know, another level 4 demonic beast. I don't know why. I feel like deer shouldn't have been the second one. I'm not really gonna lie there. It's more the irritating demonic beast, and for I think they need to. I don't know, I feel like they need because recently, if you don't know, there's been a huge spike of new players and a new spike of regular players. They've had a 15% player boost in the last 20 days, which is huge, absolutely huge for a game, right? Insane revenue boosts, basically. But now these new players can't have access to a lot of content because it's meant for players like myself who are end game. So maybe it might be worth, you know, maybe tweaking it a little bit so these new players can have at least a little bit of a go at it. Or, you know, it doesn't take them as much time to get to, you know, the point I'm at, basically. Or at least when it comes to completing content. Not actual box CC and Constellation, because it is a grind, trust me. And I am nearly at 18 million box CC, and I am like 30% away from completing Constellation of Pride. It's so slow. I don't know how people are, like, so far into the next Constellation. It's actually crazy. But yeah, it is what it is. Damage, Lance should hopefully kill. I'm sort of keeping AoE skills again so we can wipe the next phase immediately. This team is really good. Honestly, really good. A little bit surprising how good it is compared to what I was expecting. I was expecting, you know, okay, maybe it wouldn't be as good because we don't have Alpha on the team, and Alpha's damage is really good. But it seems like we don't even need Alpha, because this team does a really good chunk of damage. We do have a Frozen ally, which isn't the best. I'm pretty sure they should kill anyway, so goodbye. Good damage, from Lance. King of the Yan should also do really good damage, even though they are attack lowered. I believe they have actually 40% attack lowered as well. Is that 40%? I can't check. God damn it, I can't check, wait. Diane. I couldn't check. I'm pretty sure it was a 40% attack lower, and they still hit damage cap with every skill, which is really good. Honestly, I may have to use this team when I farm dogs. It is probably the best team. I never thought I'd actually find something this good. HELBRAM, yes, his relic provides 20% basic stats. He provides 28% attack related stats with his passive as well. You combine both of them, you're looking at about a 48% attack boost, which is really good. Of course, you know, you think, oh well, you need Alpha on the team as well for good damage. Well, with these insane stats, Lance and King of the Yan can do the real damage. You know, if you want HELBRAM's damage isn't too bad. Beta's damage is a little bit iffy, but you know the other three can definitely make up for it. But anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.